Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Pisces. How are you, Pisces? Let's see what's happening with you. Does Pisces need to know? Oops. Okay, I do see King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Nine of Wands. What does Pisces need to know? Eight of Wands. This is a person who's felt like giving up, but they're not giving up. No, because it's somebody putting something behind. This is a person kind of planning and preparing, moving forward. I see this gaining momentum. Yeah, we'll see what's going on with this person. Yeah, saying to trust your inner knowing. Some of you already know the answers you're seeking here. Sorry for the glare. I have to, when I get time after these readings are over, I have to redo everything to get some lights. I have a whole new setup here. Let's have a look at this. Pisces, what is going on here? Yeah, we have a person here. I do see the Tower and I see the Page of Pentacles. This has to do with a person who's a little apprehensive. See, it has to do with a person I feel probably wasn't prepared, because this is a person who likes to prepare. They like to plan and prepare. So this person is stable financially. And I do feel this is a person putting something behind, and I do see this been there, done that, which is interesting, but it is also about gaining momentum. Someone feeling maybe a little overwhelmed. I see someone being very busy. But the Tower is telling me there was some sort of shock surprise. I feel like some of you already know the answers you're seeking. It's all about seeing truth, but it very well could be this person just going within. See, a little shock surprise, but this has to do with this person. It has to do with, and this is often someone who's apprehensive, they feel uncertain, but it's all about laying the foundation. See, there's no foundation. Someone here is shocked and surprised about something, and I feel like some of you already know what this is. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a person here who, this person's a provider type. So someone who knows their place. I do see a home, a strong financial foundation. It's all about providing a home, possibly. Yeah, you can see this is someone not giving up too, but it is someone who's kind of, it's all about putting something behind. Now this person, it's energy of this person taking action to communicate. It's about going on a date. This is someone ready to follow their heart. Yeah, and it does look like it's someone who was very busy, feeling a little overwhelmed, things moving quick, but this is about movement. Let's have a look at the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this person's an Emperor. Fancy that. Yeah, this is a person who's definitely all about not giving up. They're not a quitter. So this isn't someone who they're not quitting. No, they're determined to overcome something. It's often a person who's given up on love altogether or relationships, but they're not giving up. This is a person wanting to make this happen. It's about gaining momentum. But see, this is someone who's at some point here. They're at there. I've been there, done that. See, providing a home. So that's why I feel this is someone who's given up. They've provided. And then they feel like giving up. Now they don't want to give up. If they are someone who's busy, I do feel this is someone who's been very busy. They have a lot going on. Often a little overwhelmed, but they're going to make this happen. This is an interesting energy with this person. Yeah, see, their cup runneth over. Offer an invitation, feeling a little overwhelmed. See, this is a person who doesn't, they don't come across as very emotional. Emperors often aren't very emotional. At least they don't like to show that part of themselves. Yeah, I feel it's someone getting over something here. Just putting it behind. They're looking back. And there's that cup. So this is about opportunity. But this is them being overwhelmed. Maybe you invited this person over. They are generally someone who's a provider. They're stable. But they are someone who likes to plan and prepare ahead, because I do feel they're busy. But that overwhelming emotion, some of you already know the answers you're seeking here. But it's someone who kept it all in, and I feel like they kept it all in. See, a little bit of a shock surprise. This is someone about to surrender to move forward here. Yeah, High Priestess. Why is it here? So this is someone at some point was in their head, unable to move forward because something happened suddenly and they were overwhelmed. This is messages, news possibly coming to this person. Now, it could have been yourself. Maybe you reached out to communicate. This is often text messages, but it is a busy. And I do think this person knows they hurry up. I wouldn't be surprised if this person has found out possibly you have another opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised with this. But it's this energy of unable to move forward. They need to take off the blindfold to see. There's something they weren't seeing that they're seeing now. Frozen in indecision. Unable to make a decision because they weren't over something. But I feel like they are now. Let's have a look at this Tower. Yeah, this is someone who is shocked and surprised. They know a good thing when they see it, but it's opportunity. I wonder if this is someone finding out you have other opportunities. Some of you may have this. I feel, Pisces, you're not going to see this coming. I do. And I mean, it could be this person who felt this way and that you know. But this is about opportunity. Someone here, this is the Tower, the shock, the surprise, opportunity, maybe even options. Yeah, so someone who often has a lot of options. Emperors often do. But there's some sort of shock and surprise that I feel like it's yourself. I don't think you're going to see this coming. But I feel originally they're like in this energy, unable to make a decision. They're taking the blindfold off to see. Yeah, see the shock to see. This person's having a massive epiphany. And it could be this person freaking out. They need to hurry up because it looks like you have another person coming in. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. But this is someone who's been apprehensive. They're looking at the situation. It's about, laying the foundation. Because there's no foundation. No commitment. See, this is someone who hasn't made any commitment here. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Why is this here? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is an energy of out with the old, in with the new. It is an energy of healing. So this is someone who hasn't made a commitment. They haven't laid any foundation. But it does look like we have someone making the sudden decision to release and let go of all their options, if they have options. But they see opportunity here. This is the thing. This is someone little fantasizing, romanticizing. I feel it's someone who doesn't kind of expect to feel this way. Little shock, surprise. But yeah, I feel like you're not going to see this coming. Tell me about the Tower. And it's almost like they don't see it coming, and now it's kind of the other way around. Yeah, I see some of you waiting, thinking the ship has sailed, but no, it hasn't. This is someone who's not giving up. I also see a lot of expansion with this person, a lot of expansion, and it could be anything in their life. But this is someone who's leaving all this in the past. See, leaving the past behind and possibly releasing all their options. This is someone making a sudden decision. Yeah, this is an energy of out with the old and in with the new. Oh my goodness. Pisces. Tell me more about the High Priestess. This is someone who kept it all in. I feel like you know. You know the answers you're seeking here, I feel. Yeah, this is someone a little shy, a little apprehensive. Do you want to go for a cup of coffee, but they haven't followed through yet. So you kind of feel like you're waiting. And maybe it's yourself sort of, feeling like giving up. But yeah, this is a person who, do you want to do something? Do you want to go for a cup of coffee? But yet they've made no commitment. Because I do think this is someone who needs to let something go. This is a big decision. But yeah, see, while you're waiting. So it could be too, while you're waiting for this person, there could be another person coming in. I wouldn't be surprised because I see opportunity here. Some of you may even have multiple. But if it's this person, they're kind of overwhelmed and unable to make a decision. Still, it's still the same though. This is someone who has not laid the foundation. There's no foundation. In other words, no commitment. Nothing's set in stone here. If they have options, they're neither here nor there. Let's have a look at the Page of Cups. Yeah, it's all about, do you want to do something? Do you want to get together? Spend some time together? Yeah. But this is someone I feel who is, I do think there is no foundation, but I also, like, they have no commitment with anyone, but it's all about releasing all these options because they see opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. So this is a person who probably just blurted out, do you want to, go for a cup of coffee? Do you want to get together or do something? Because it's an energy of looking to see the things you have in common too. It's all about spending time together, going down this path. Yeah, see, there was no commitment. No foundation. It's all about this person too. It's what they're not seeing here. It has to do with this is a person with pretty good morals and values. But this is somebody who's surrendering. They're coming in, they're ready to follow their heart. Yep. I surrender and know how to move forward. So this is someone who has faith in themselves to make the right decision. So this is someone who's just trying to make a decision, but it is releasing any options, anyone else around. There is no commitment though. Like I say, it's an energy of somebody here who, and it has to do with whether you're on the same page too. See the things you have in common, being on the same page. Tell me more. There's something here I can't quite put my finger on. Tell me about the Hierophant. It's about following the rules, society's rules. See, structure. It could be this person. I do see this as somebody who has this, it's how they live their day-to-day life. A lot of self-discipline, structure to get where they're at. This is how emperors become emperors. They have a set of rules, regulations, structure, self-discipline. But this is also someone who sees the bigger picture. See, it's all about putting themselves out there, putting all the cups on the table. So I do see some sort of explanation. Tell me about Judgment. This is a healing, and that's why I feel some of you, it's somebody who isn't quite over something. But they are surrendering to this. This is about surrendering and following their heart. And putting all the cups on the table, but they see the bigger picture. Yeah, a little bit of shock, surprise. Like I feel they're just going to come in here. Oh, this person. Let's have a look at Judgment. Judgment. Yeah, see, this is, look at that. Judging a book by its cover. I kind of feel like this person here, they know a good thing when they see it. They're seeing Empress, someone who's open and available. So this person knows you're open and available. Beautiful Empress energy. See the start of something new. They need to lay the foundation. You're going to receive this cup. This is someone here just, like I feel they're a person who, Emperors strategize. They have the energies of all the kings. It's all about stability. It is about providing, being able to provide. Something to do with family, a family home. Yeah, but it has to do with, I don't know if this person has some kind of an agreement with someone here. That's the only thing I feel. Something to do with family, a family home. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Yeah, Lovers is making a choice. See, it's all about love. Yeah, I would really watch here. And I feel they have good morals and values. It has to do with making a commitment. Because I do feel it's someone who kind of doesn't see this coming, but I feel like, this has to do with making some kind of commitment, having faith, loyalty, being faithful and loyal, making you're on the same page. I don't see friends. I don't see friends with benefits. For a minute there, my heart kind of skipped a beat. Some people, that's all they want, but It has to do with this bond and a connection, this attraction. See, this happy home, happy life. It is about committing. The lovers are about two people making this commitment after forming a bond. But I feel this is someone who has a lot to learn about you. See, it's all about learning. So maybe they've learned something here. We'll see, but it's all about making a commitment. Because what I feel, they have options, and it's possible they have a lover, but there's nothing committed. So that's the only thing. It's all about making the commitment. Yeah, it's all about two people working together. See, doing things together, working together, building. See, it's all about building. This person has gone within, into me I see. So they want to build with you. But it's about rebuilding too. I wouldn't be surprised for someone who's put a situation behind, but they're surrendering to this. They're going to follow their heart. They don't want to give up. But it's someone who has, I feel, felt like giving up. But emperors aren't quitters. Tell me more about the emperor. What does this person want? Whoops. I flipped these all upside down. What does the emperor want? They want to get the cup filled. They want to fill your cup. It's all about making someone happy, but it's about making themselves happy first. So this person's kind of content in their life the way it is right now, but there's the cup. So yeah, so they want their cup filled. This person does want to be happy, but it's about being able to make someone else happy. Yeah. See, this person's kind of content the way things are. So if this is someone that you've been seeing and dating, they're kind of content the way they are. But I also see that because there is no commitment. And I feel some of you maybe have other options yourself. It could be something they've learned, that you've got other options. And I do see another person coming in. But I don't think this person's moving forward. That's what I feel. Because it's like there's this energy of another person. See, this is when someone's waiting. See, waiting for this person. And then we have another person who comes in out of the blue. But there is an energy of someone who hasn't made any kind of commitment to get together or do things together. Tell me more about the emperor. Yeah, they're manifesting. See, they have everything they need, pre-manifesting, preparing. This person's a provider. It's about being able to provide. So it's about filling the cup, emotional fulfillment, giving you something you want. If this is where you want a commitment, and it is this person while you're waiting for this person, and then another person comes in who hasn't made any commitment. Like I say, I feel the Empress is still open. See, keeping your options open here. Pretty interesting energy, but it is about filling the cup. This person was kind of content the way things were. They have their own patterns, habits, behaviors. I feel they work a lot, but it's about two people working together. See, doing things together. There is a little romanticizing and fantasizing here too. I mean, they know a good thing when they see it, but it's about making a decision, having faith and making the right decision, actually being committed. They see somebody with good morals and values, but it's about those, whether you're on the same page. So yeah, I feel like you got nothing with this other person. For those of you who have another person, you're waiting for this person to fill your cup. But I do think this person wants to do this because you can see they're pre-manifesting, preparing. They have everything they need to manifest their desire. So there's a lot of desire for this. It's about giving the Empress what they desire too, filling their cup, you see, but it's about both people. Two people getting what they want, happiness, emotional fulfillment. And it has to do with this person. See, they have to take the lead. So this is someone who's kind of put on the brakes a little bit. They're taking another look. It's about getting closer, growing close. And it is an energy of someone kind of pulled in two different directions because they were kind of content the way things were. So if you were just dating or you were lovers, they were content. But this person also knows what the Empress wants. See, it's about filling your cup, giving you what you want. Some of you didn't get what you wanted from someone here too, I feel, or it's this person. But it has to do with them taking the lead, taking control of this situation. Because it is an energy of another person coming in, swooping in out of the blue. So this person has to take control. They got to take control of this. They're trying to control their emotions. They feel pretty confident. There's a lot of self-control. They are mature, but they're just trying to make the right choice. But they're pre-manifesting and preparing themselves. If this is someone who wouldn't make a commitment or fill your cup, you may have been the one to take your power back and then just kind of waited to see what happened here. But I do feel some of you have another person coming in who hasn't made any kind of commitment. So like I say, there's, yeah, it's a pretty interesting energy. But I feel here, yeah, this is someone being patient, taking a step back. See, it's about feeling something might be a little off. It's not right. But it's all about preparing. It's telling you to prepare. See, I don't know if you're ready, but I think you already know yourself here. If you are the feminine here, you definitely already know that this person wasn't prepared. And I feel now you need to prepare. Yeah, it's often when things start moving quickly, they feel overwhelmed, the cup runneth over. But see, emperors often keep all their feelings to themselves. It's about their private thoughts and feelings, and I feel like you know, and I also feel the same way with yourself, just keeping it all in, yeah, just being patient. But I feel it's all about being prepared. Yeah, it's all about, look at that, yeah, the person taking decisive action. See, they know a good thing when they see it. So I do think some of you have another option here. And I mean, you may not see that coming. It likely came in out of the blue. But whoever this emperor is, they need to light a fire under it. And they know it too. They're very much aware. They're aware of this. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Yep, see, Queen of Cups. This is how someone's feeling, open, emotionally available. So they know you're aware that you're emotionally available, you're open. They know that you're single. They see you as the Empress too. But it is someone who's kind of putting on the brakes, taking another look and seeing something they maybe didn't see. The things you have in common, compatibility. But there is this other person. I tell you, this is definitely another person. So some of you, it all depends where you're at, but you may not see this other person coming. It's a bit of a shock surprise, see, while you're waiting. But this person's kind of freaking out. So they have to hurry up and make a decision. They know you're single, and they like what they see. This is someone who takes care of themselves. See, self-nurturing, self-care. But it's about being vulnerable too. And this is another thing for the feminine, being a little vulnerable. That's what it is. This is someone who's kind of independent here, but they know you're single. They know you're open. I do feel if this is you connected with this person, I do feel they were single. Maybe they weren't over something. But I do feel this is someone who takes care of themselves. Some of you are dealing with a Virgo, or some of you have that in your chart. I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Taurus and Virgo, strongest energies. And then the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, little Gemini, Libra, Aquarius too, and the Tower is a little Mars energy, which could be Scorpio, Aries. But this is that Tower, that excitement. This is someone thinking things through, choosing their battles. They're about to take decisive action. This is a person who sees as there's opportunity. They see opportunity, so they're going to go for it. But I feel it's this person here too in this same energy. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but I feel this person's really soul searching. They're looking for clarity, looking for clues and answers. They definitely have gone within. Their cup overflows, but this is someone who hasn't told you how they felt. They know what they need to do. They need to take the lead. If you took the lead, they probably didn't see it coming and kind of felt overwhelmed. They weren't prepared. So that's why I kind of feel, now I feel you're the one who's not going to see it coming. Look at that. There it is. See, it's all about clarity, seeing the truth in the situation, seeing things clearly. This is someone clearing things up, getting ready to start something new. So this is just someone preparing. So it's telling you to prepare for the feminine, but I feel some of you are prepared. I do. I feel like some of you are. Others of you, I mean, I do see, I mean, this is about two people working, building, forming a bond. And this person does know, they're very much aware it's going to take work. They're going to have to put in effort. Because they know this, they see a good thing here. But I do feel if they have other options, someone is releasing all their options. Tell me more about this person here. This is someone who can't, I feel like it's this person who's having trouble moving forward. Yeah, and you same energy, not over something, but it's about putting this behind. I think this is somebody here is actually, this person is giving up. Yeah, they're giving up. And it could be them who's aware. Because there is something being learned with the Hierophant, that someone has other options or opportunities. Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles. This is what it is. It's all about laying the seed, building. This person's got to come and lay the foundation. See, this other person, there was no commitment. See, no foundation, the Tower coming down. I think it's just somebody who's basically run out of time, because we have the Empress only waits so long. Now this person's the one coming in. But I kind of feel like this is the person who put on the brakes. Then you're waiting. This person comes in, and this other person's backing off. They're giving up. They're not going to compete against this. Because this person's a quitter. This Emperor's not a quitter. Interesting. I didn't expect it to turn out like this, because like, where the heck is this going here? It is about building, someone going within, building. They've gone within. They want this, but they need to lay the foundation. They need to make a commitment, and they need to hurry up, because you've got other options and opportunities. You see the little test? They're going to reach out to see if you reciprocate. I think this is something going to make you very happy, whoever this person is. It's about filling the cup. You're about to get what you want. If this is someone who didn't give you what you wanted, they didn't want to commit, well, they've been thinking this through. And they are going to take action here. Yeah. They are looking for clues. They know you're single. Like, I feel that's the clarity, and that's the clarity. They know what they need to do. They need to reach out. They need to be the one to get this going. And they need to hurry up. Because here we had stagnant energy, someone keeping someone stuck and single. And then all of a sudden, another opportunity comes in. But there, like I say, it's all about that no commitment. Someone who hasn't laid the foundation, and then you have this, and it has to do with this person who wouldn't commit originally. Oh my gosh. But there you go. They're laying it. They're coming in right, too. This is like... But it's generous, too. I do see a lot of generosity with this. Because the Empress is about to receive. And I do think it's going to make you happy. But it has to do with new. Some of you are going to take this new person. You're going to go for the new. If this person actually does follow through... It is possible they still could, but others of you are going to go for this person. Because I feel like you originally maybe took control and offered the cup. They weren't prepared. They felt overwhelmed. But there's a little bit of this, a little bit of mirroring here to do with two people who don't give up, the things you have in common. You have more in common with this person than the other person. But they have been preparing and manifesting, see, expanding their horizons to be able to be generous, to give. It's about being able to provide. See, provide a home, a solid foundation. But they're at the end of this, person's looking for clues. They see a reason to celebrate. So I feel like it's just somebody who's been preparing themselves, pre-manifesting, making sure they have all the tools, they have all the information. Check, check, check. There you go. Well, Pisces, it's saying to prepare because you're about to receive. And like I say, some of you could have multiple people reaching out. I'm not sure this person, they just haven't followed through. They haven't moved forward. They're kind of I'm going to be honest, like I do think this is someone who will probably give up. and surrender and let the other person come in. But often the Emperor and the Empress aren't quitters either. These are two people who see things through to the end. So, but you are receiving. Take care. Bye for now.